We will now enter into our 3-minute closing part, and we will start with candidate Rice.
All right. Well, again, I appreciate you all coming out. You know, it's great to see people interested in learning about the candidate. You know, we've developed a nation that has, you know, voted a lot of the same people in, and most of them just went off of name recognition. And, you know, so I think it's important to try to educate yourself about your candidates. I would encourage you to continue to do that. You know, we've got a whole slate of other folks besides Shannon and I. So educate yourself about those candidates and vote accordingly. But, you know, I've been asked several times about what in the world's the matter with you? Why would you want to go to Topeka and, you know, serve in the state legislature? You know, the reason I want to do that is because I believe I can make a difference. You know, I know a lot of those people up there. I've been up there enough times that I kind of have an idea how it works, you know, and I, like I said a little bit ago, when I'm standing behind that podium testifying, I always look beyond that podium at those guys sitting at that table, and they're actually the ones that make the decisions as to whether that bill comes out of committee or not. And there's, you know, 8, 10, 15 of them sitting around the table. I think if I had a chance to sit at that table, perhaps I could save some of those votes from going wrong. You know, I look at several of them that happened in the past year that have a very negative effect on counties, not only Seward County, but on other counties across the country. You know, that mortgage revenue, or housing tax, the registration fee, you know, they eliminated that. And today up here we looked at, you know, the way they're going to offset that is allow us to charge more for copies of different documents that come out of there. You know, that's absolutely ridiculous. You know, but it's going to cost us a lot more paperwork and all that, you know. But it's just things like that I think have a very negative effect on counties that perhaps they don't know, but, you know, they will if I get there. So I would encourage you to think about, you know, what I have to offer as far as experience and knowledge. You know, I feel like that I'm very knowledgeable about the issues, you know, and what I don't know, I expect you to keep me informed on. You know, I intend to be your representative. I have nothing personally to gain up there. You know, I'm not going to make any more money whether I go up there, probably make less, as a matter of fact. But anyway, you know, I don't have any financial gain to be there. You know, I'm old and retired, and I need something to do. And I would, you know, I would like nothing more than to continue to serve Seward County in a higher capacity. And I think that I have that ability, and I know I have that desire. So, you know, think it over and
it's time, you know, candidate Rice.
All right.